you little room to actually settle with those with Kabbalah's Tomb, and especially when Yogg is one of the win conditions, unless you have a really strong early game to snowball out control. I feel the Tempo Mage is a little bit of a lackluster against these two decks of the game. You do need to consistently control the board, and the Aggro Shaman has a really good hand with the Murgleton. That is good. The reason why is because you can potentially get the life tab in order to tap in more of your burst potential, but we are going to see the Rockbiter be coined in right away just to remove the Mana Worm, just because of how much of a threat it is. We see S00 did that last game right away with the quick shot, just so it doesn't snowball off control and potentially trade into most of the value creatures that the Shaman actually has. And we see the same in return from Rogers using the Frostbolts and Thunder Shock. Similar to the Mana Worm, they both can snowball off control. I like to see 2 1-drops from S00 here. Yeah, it does allow you to play 2-drop and a 1-drop next turn, your Totem Golem and your Murgleton, so you can fit in the curve very nicely without falling back too much. Rogers does have the spells to actually remove this board. He has the Arcane Missiles and the Frostbolt. I definitely like the Arcane Missiles first. Yeah, if he hits the Arcane, like the Divine Shield, he can definitely just ping off the Argent Squire, but unfortunately he did not hit any of the targets that he actually wanted. It's probably the worst case scenario there as well. Ooh, getting a life tap right away. He can definitely start ramping up that life tap next turn to draw into the burst potential, especially when he's running out of steam now. I have other kind of threats on the board, such as the Tunnel Trap, but that's not really too big of a deal. You can actually follow up with a ping the turn after, but when you ping, you can't really play your Zerd Drake, so there might be a consideration of just playing the Zerd Drake and looking for a board answer, such as another Arcane Missile to potentially remove this board. Oh man, S00's RNG is pretty good today. So we see the Tuskar. Oh man, Tuskar summoning the Totem Golems. Man, that's gonna be very devastating. Okay, so we're gonna play the Zerd Drake. Yeah, just to contest the board a little bit. Oh, a Lava Burst right off the top. This can easily handle the Zerd Drake and just keep pushing on the damage and keep your small minions kind of protected from the Zerd Drake. Lots of damage coming from S00 side. It's looking pretty good for him. We're gonna see the Spell Slinger possibly. Alright, let's see what kind of spells I can save him now. Conceal! That's actually not that good. But Mirror Images would stop the bleeding a little bit. And Mind Blast for S00, that actually adds more feel to the face, especially when it doesn't overload. It's like a Lava Burst with no overload. That's actually pretty sick. And usually Lava Burst goes to the face anyway, so a lot of damage from S00 side. Playing the Flame Wreath Faceless as well. Next turn, if Rogers can't deal with this board, okay, so he is going to fireball the 7/7, because if he doesn't fireball it, he would definitely lose the game. Let's see how much damage S00 has, because he also has a Flame Tongue Totem. So Flame Tongue Totem represents at least, I believe, 4 points of damage. So 8, 9. Yo, that's lethal with the Mind Blast. Alright, that's pretty nice. Alright, so S00 playing very aggressively with each and every one of his decks, and his last deck